News just coming in from the United States. According to the U.S. media reports, Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheatle has resigned. The resignation comes amid scrutiny of security lapses related to the recent assassination attempt of former U.S. President Donald Trump. Cheatle is facing investigations into the agency's handling of Trump's protection and how a gunman came close to the killing of the 2024 Republican presidential candidate at a rally in Pennsylvania this month. The resignation comes a day after she faced a volley of criticism and, of course, questions. And of course, for the latest on this breaking story, we are now joined by our correspondent Susan Teherani, who is joining us live from New York. Susan, a big development coming in from the country now. Give us the latest. What do you have for us?
So just a few moments ago, we learned that in an internal memo, Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheatle has resigned. We are expected to get an official announcement later this morning, being Tuesday. Of course, this resignation comes after she was berated by lawmakers on both sides of the aisle on Capitol Hill during a hearing because of the Secret Service's failure to protect former President Donald Trump from being shot at by that would-be assassin, Thomas Crooks. Now, it's important to note that we have to wait for this official resignation, but it was almost clear that something along these lines would have happened, considering the fact that it's very unlikely. We don't really see it much in Washington, where lawmakers on both sides of the aisle have such bipartisan consensus on a single issue.
Taking off from what you just said, the way Cheatle was grilled by the Congress Oversight Committee, do you think that made her position quite untenable?
Yeah, not only the way she was grilled, but the way she was responding with her bureaucratic language and no responses. When you looked at her demeanor, it almost felt like she was overwhelmed and in a sense of shock, which is probably the worst message you can give out, not only to those members, but also the American public, as well as it was being live streamed across the United States and people were watching this hearing. So it was the tough questions indeed, but it was also the manner where she would not either willingly or unwillingly want to answer major questions about why there was such a faulty conduct during that day in Butler, Pennsylvania.
Susan, thank you so much for joining us with the latest on that. We will continue to track that developing story. But for now, let's move over to Europe, where France's political gridlock For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.